Welcome to the one, the only, the final Danica Daycast! Episode 36, I think. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, this is the final episode that we planned for the Danica Daycast. Will we do 300 more? Will we never do another podcast again? Who knows? Who's to say? This has been, I just want to be a part of something. I feel like are you making fun of me with your arm?
No, I just thought we were supposed to do the same.
We're doing a cool thing.
Yeah.
We're doing some cool stuff right now.
I thought you were doing something cool, so I copied.
Yeah, that sounds right. So this is our fifth of our 3-year anniversary podcast, I think. It's the last... Every Tuesday of October, we brought back an episode of our podcast to celebrate 3 years of Danica Daydreams. And also because we're ending our business and we wanted to say goodbye. And we got some stuff to talk about today. Today's episode is going to be kind of chill. But there's two things I want to address. One thing right off the bat is, what's in these boxes? Should we open it up, Monica?
Yeah.
Here, I'll dump mine onto the table. You dump yours on the table, okay?
Okay.
We'll just make a mess. Can you just tip yours?
Oh. Oh, whoops.
Just tip it. They're going to fall. It's going to be fun. It's a real shirt mountain. Just a mountain of shirts. A whole mountain's worth. So, we've spoken in the past about how we have kind of like a high level of quality, a high standard that we strive to meet. All of these shirts, this isn't even all of them, by the way. We've more upstairs, but we thought this would be enough, and yeah, it is.
It's more than enough.
Yeah. So why don't you say, what are these shirts, Monica?
The ones that didn't make it through inspection.
Yeah, these are our reject pile. These are the ones, and some of them would be super minor. Like what's...
Yeah, some of them you don't even know.
Some of them were also you trying to figure out the heat press.
Yeah.
So this side was already damaged because of something. What's wrong with this guy?
Yeah, it's...
A couple little rips, I think.
Yeah.
A little rip or something there. And then you try to... Then when you were testing out the heat press early on, you would reuse some of these. So some of these are probably trash unless someone wants as a weird kind of collector's item. Honestly, most of these though, like I feel confident we could have sold them. Even some of them we could have sold at full price. But a lot of them we could have just sold for, hey, here's a couple bucks off. You know?
Yeah.
Tons of people would have been happy to own these. But at the end of the day, we wanted to strive for really the best of the best quality. So if we saw even a minor issue, we wouldn't sell the shirt. But because of that, we're kind of left with all of these shirts. And with our business ending, we kind of don't have a solid plan yet of what to do with them. But we're thinking of donating them, right?
Yeah.
But I just don't know. So this is where I'm going to ask you, helpful World Wide Web. Where do you think we should take these? Is there a charity of all of these? I'll say all these are adult sizes. They range from small to 2XL. There's a chance there might be a 3XL in here or two. But for the most part, it's small to 2XL shirts. I don't want to sell these. I'm kind of worried, first of all, if we sell them, then we're selling a product that's not quite up to our standard. And if we discount them for like crazy cheap, then maybe we're not really doing right by the people that paid like full price or close to it to buy these shirts from us in the past. So I like the idea of giving them away. I'm just looking for a good cause. I don't think I want any I don't plan on giving it to like a church or anything religious because that's not me.
What about like autism?
Yeah. Are you autistic? Do you know anybody autistic? Are there any good I would love to give, I don't know, if there's a charity for neurodivergent kids who are just looking for a cool shirt. I mean, that's not the charity. It's not. Welcome to neurodivergent kids who are just looking for a cool shirt incorporated, you know. Can you imagine they get like approached by somebody, hey, can you please give to the needy? Oh, what do they need? They just need cool shirts. Like to stay warm? No, they got shirts to stay warm. They just want something that looks cool. That's where we got you. But no, I don't know. I like the idea of if there is like a group for like neurodivergent people. I think that'd be my priority of where these would go to, but I'm open just as long as it's not like my only thing is I don't love the idea of it being tied with like a religious group or something that I don't personally believe, you know? I don't know. You got any thoughts? So yeah, what we're trying to say is we got a whole pile of shirts and we don't know what to do with these. So help us. Tell us what to do. Monica pointed them with me. If I make a good thumbnail image. Look at this shirt. Look at it. Ooh! So yeah, just someone help us out. We live in Barrie, Ontario, Canada. So if there's something nearby. I also don't want to go into like a value village. Like I actually wanted to go somewhere where someone's just going to get it, you know? Like it feels like such a waste to throw these out, but also I don't really want to be trying to sell these, you know?
Or if there was a way of repurposing it.
Yeah, but you got the print on it. But they're cool prints.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyways, if anyone knows, let us know. We're super interested in this. So what do we do with our rejects? Who knows? All right, I'm going to put these away real quick. Monica, sing to them a song about the importance of shirts.
Shirts. Help Daniel clean the shirts. He did it, guys. He did it.
I have returned. Thank you, Monica. So I said there were two big things I wanted to address today. One was just the shirts. What do we do with them? Let us know. Let us know. The other thing is one thing we talked before in a previous episode, and we were meant to talk about in that episode, we just ran out of time, of there were things that we wanted to do, but just didn't have time for. We never got around to them. Some scrapped plans that we had, right? Early on, before we launched Danica Daydreams, like I remember reading this out to people months before we launched. We wrote out ideas for different ads that we wanted to run, right? So originally we were going to have a video where, there's the About Us video. We've done that. There's the sticker video. We did that. We also wanted to do a video just for pins.
Yeah.
And we never got around to it. And it's the story of Sally McPinsworth. And I think in my mind, I was always going to dress up as like an old lady and tell this story. Because that's something that I was doing, especially at that time.
That's what you wanted to do.
I never got to do it. It's one of my like bigger regrets with Danica Daydreams. So listen up, boys and girls, and everybody else out there. Let me read to you the story of Sally McPinsworth. We wanted to film this. We wanted to be like green screened, animated, whole costume and everything with me as Sally McPinsworth. So here's the notes that I had. This is my first time reading this in a couple years. So flipping through an old book that tells the story of Sally McPinsworth, the inventor of the pin. Sally was a mermaid who lived in 1582. All of Sally's friends on land were very stylish. They would tape images that they liked onto themselves on their shirts, jackets, and etc. Sally loved this look so much that she wanted to show all of her friends under the water. No matter how hard she tried, though, she could never succeed because the tape would always come off underwater, Monica.
What a dilemma.
What a dilemma. So Sally kept on trying to find new ways to make it work, but it never did. Everyone would always tell her to give up and would even make fun of her too. Everyone except, of course, for her best friend, Billy the Blowfish. Billy and Sally went way back. They laughed. They cried. No matter what the situation, they're always there for each other. Every time Sally had a new idea, she called the whole town in to see. She'd always ask for a volunteer from the audience, and Billy was always that volunteer. I'm just trying to find a way to, how do you put cool pictures of yourself and make them stick underwater? Because that's what they're doing on land. But on land, the tape sticks. Underwater, not so much. Each time Sally got up trying something new, something would always go wrong. The crowd would boo and laugh and call her a freak. but her best friend Billy was always there. Then one day, she knew that she'd finally figured it out. She called another town meeting where she showed everyone her new invention, the pin. When she got up there that day, nobody was taking her seriously. Nobody except for her best friend and favorite volunteer, Billy the Blowfish, of course.
Is he gonna be okay?
Well, let's find out, Monica. So, Billy proudly stood up on stage with Sally as Sally went on to say, "Behold, my new invention." Sally went to attach the pin to Billy, and then suddenly, there was a bang! Sally had pierced Billy, who had exploded. The explosion sent Sally flying up through the water, and sent her flying and falling onto land. As Sally was flying, her remaining pins, which she brought with her to sell after the demonstration, had broken loose and were falling down and stabbing the people, the fish, of the town. Nobody was safe from the destruction that Sally McPinsworth had caused. Men, women, and children were all pierced by Sally's pins. Sally ended up pinned onto land by one of her last pins and died shortly after due to being out of the water for so long. The end. So I think that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty good. And like, there were so many pin things I wanted to do. I also thought of, although I was always like, ooh, are we being a little controversial? I always thought we should do like an Easter special with Jesus and say like he died for your pins. I thought that would have been fun.
But
could have pinned him to the
it
cross.
wouldn't be funny for everyone else.
No, not everyone would appreciate our humor. But then also I was always wondering, like, is that a big issue? Is that, you know, is it the end of the world?
Maybe to some.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But also maybe to others, they'd be like, haha. Who knows? So aside from a little bit of fun we'll have near the end, you know, we have some time for something else at the end. Let's just kind of chat Danica Daydreams. Like, first of all, how do you feel about this podcast series that we've done? Are you glad that we did it? Or are you like, oh, we should have just done one like Dan originally said? Why did he decide to do 5? Like,
What do you mean just one?
originally that was my pitch to you. We were doing 1 or maybe 2. And then I was like, you know what, actually? 5 of them. Because we just kind of wanted originally just like an anniversary, 3-year anniversary. It's a goodbye podcast.
No, I think it makes sense to just one wouldn't cover all of it.
Yeah. I feel like it's also been like a good way of processing it a little bit. I feel like when we first made the announcement, we'd already known it was coming for a long time, but like, I don't know. I still feel like I had stuff bottled up in me. I still feel like I was very nervous. I was very nervous to hear how other people are going to react to it. And I'm going to miss this business. Like I wanted this to work so badly, and I know that you did too, and it didn't, and that sucks. But I also think I think I'm much more at peace with this now than I was a month ago. And I feel like even a month ago is pretty good. But I feel like it's helped me personally. I don't know. How do you feel?
I feel like it's a bummer, but I'll get back up and I'll do something else artistic again.
Yeah. I had a thought too, and I think we'll just have to leave it as a little thought. But I think one day I'd love to try this again with you. But like when we don't have to worry about making a living. You know? So either like we win the lottery, woo woo woo. Really unlikely though, because we don't participate in it. Or, you know, we like retire. We say like 40 years from now. Little Danica Daydreams reunion. I think we should. Somebody mark your calendars for October. Was this? Today's the 25th. When you see it, it's Tuesday when you see it. Unless if they don't see it on a Tuesday. It might be. It's a Tuesday when we release it. I promise you that much. I can't promise you the world.
He always promises
I can't
everything
promise
on a
you
Tuesday.
everything.
He's like going up on a Tuesday.
But I can promise you this on a Tuesday. Monica, we're going to get sued for that. And they're going to come after both of us. I'm going to have to say, no, not me. Not me. It's
but
this
you
Monica.
always say that.
I've never listened to music in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have ears. I got no ears. What are we talking about? My mind's a little loopy right now. Yeah, I don't know. I like that idea. 40 years from now, we're both retired. We're old people.
Old?
Yeah. Old age starts at 42.
No.
So when
I'm
we're
gonna skip being old and just take anti-aging pills.
Yeah.
And I'll just take one of those. And
So wait, what's your goal? So you never have to retire? So you're always in work. You're in your working age.
No, just so
And you'll never do Danica Daydreams
never
to me
get
again.
saggy and
Saggy? We all get saggy in the end.
no.
It's all good.
I'm
Anyways,
the miracle woman.
I am going to miss this, but I'm also excited for the future. And I'm looking forward to us wrapping this up. We did well. We did over 1,000 orders.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Over 1,000 purchases. Some of those are repeat customers, but probably very close to having 1,000 customers total. Which maybe that's also why we're ending the business. Because you need those repeat customers. That's always our thing. There were certain challenges that we never quite got past. And finding ways to incentivize people to buy the next one never really worked. That's why that's one of the reasons why we limited our collections. You know, it was as an incentive to encourage people to buy. So they talk about analysis paralysis, right? We have 35 pieces of art. If you show someone 35 pieces, they get overwhelmed. So is that, and also we wanted to build in a sense of scarcity and urgency, right? If you think, oh, I can buy this anytime, then yeah, you'll buy it anytime. You know? And
true.
then you won't buy it really. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just thinking of all the little things I didn't say in the previous episodes. Like the mock-ups that we use. Check us out on Instagram. Most of the pictures that you see of people wearing our stuff, they've never seen our stuff. They've never put on Danica Daydreams. I tried to hide that in the beginning. And then later on, my big thing was just I always wanted to look. Even if that person's not actually wearing our shirt, I always wanted to look like they were so that the customer would know what they're buying, right? So I'd always have conversations with you of like, does it actually look like a Daydream shirt? Does it not? We download it, then I bring it into Photoshop afterwards to make little touches to make it seem more like it. But also later on, I got more open with the fact that like, yeah, they're not always actually wearing our stuff. Like, because we'd have, right now with October, I'm uploading like pictures of like skeletons wearing our stuff. Or
I saw that. I was like, oh, that's not really a person.
It's not. Or aliens, you know?
Yeah, but I like those ones.
Those ones are super cool. You can download them off a website called Placeit. Placeit.net, I think. Pay a yearly subscription for it. We won't be paying that soon. But it was good. Yeah, I don't know. You talk about Daydreams for a while. What are your general thoughts? What's going on in your head right now, Miss Monica?
I'm gonna miss our talks about like what I should fix and like all those things.
Yeah.
Like maybe like this podcast too.
Yeah.
But we can always do like another kind of podcast.
Yeah.
Like not about the business, just a fun podcast where we talk about
I've liked the idea,
like trending things or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe. My only issue with that is like the amount of effort that it takes to make these is a lot. And let's see what my schedule looks like, you know?
Yeah.
See how I'm looking next year. One thing that we could do though is like live streams of video games. I always thought that could be cool.
Yeah, and then everyone can see how I'm really suck at video games.
Yeah, I was thinking we could even set up the Danica. We could set up the Dreamcast and have like Danica Dreamcast. We got lots of opportunity ahead of us. Creative opportunity, not financial. No. I shouldn't say that. No, we both have exciting separate things, but Danica Daydreams is a business going to be over in just about 2 months. Weird to think of, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a good run. I don't know. I feel like I've kind of processed it a lot by now. For other people, it's news. For other people, it's a big surprise. And for me, I'm just going through it. So talk to me more about it, how you're feeling with all this.
I'll be missing like all the green screen and like that. I feel like.
Well, we were doing green screen videos together before Danica Daydreams, like my carrot video.
Yeah,
which is one of my. Technically, I would do it much better today.
But it didn't involve like all the drawing and stuff. Like I feel like that took the longest for me. That part, because then like I was done like all the designs, and then on top of that I had to do like the green screen stuff.
I remember though, sometimes like our work would catch up with each other, and I'd just be waiting on you to finish, like update this one little asset, update this background, like change this. And there'd be times, remember, where like I'm just waiting on you to finish, so I'm just like lying on the ground, and I'm like, I got nothing I can do right now. Just be like my head up or whatever, my back up, my feet up. I like to do that, I like to lie and.
Oh, it's when we added the backgrounds to the pictures, like where the different color shirts on the website.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that was more stuff for me to do.
Oh yeah. That's different though. That's not the video stuff.
No,
Yeah.
but it just added to it.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. One thing I'll weirdly miss is like those hours right before a new collection. Right. I both will and won't miss it. Like they were stressful and like really down to the wire.
And then
sometimes
we would stay like up for hours, and
we'll be up so late. And I remember after collections 5 and 7, just launching them and standing in the backyard and going, I think we just released their last collection, and thinking that could have been the case with collection 5 and definitely was the case with collection 7. But I also remember like that last minute dash, and like the big thing is always in those last few minutes right before we launch, I'd be listening to like Bombs Over Baghdad by Outkast and tons of other Outkast music, but specifically Bombs Over Baghdad, like just because of the, I don't know, just the speed of that song. That was a good like pick you up and go, you know, and you're like, I'm doing this. And then the collection launches and you're checking on the site. Is the description right? Is the price right? Is this right? Is this right? Does this break anything? Is this? Or then waking up thinking I've done everything, that we've done everything, and then waking up the next morning to a kind message from a friend or a family member saying, hey, I tried to order and then this happened. I went, no, we messed up the site. We got to fix this now. And collection launches, live reveals too.
Yeah. I remember like this one time we were like watching the sunrise or something.
Did we watch the sunrise?
Yeah, at one point. I don't know. I think it was it after the thank you video, I think, maybe.
Yeah, that must have been the day we launched. Oh, because didn't we not go to bed until like 10 a.m. that day?
Yeah, something like that.
I think it was something like that, literally.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was wild. I showed off the hours for that, but that was like a very full day. Yeah, I remember. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's those moments, like it's all the little stuff that at the time might seem insignificant that I'll miss too. Like I've said before, but and I try to appreciate it in the moment, because I knew after a while, it's like, I know this won't last. But just the time where, I don't know, just working right next to you, watching a show. We're doing that earlier today. I was editing photos for a client and you were drawing. I won't spoil what you've been working on, but you've been doing some cool drawings. And we're watching like Shameless. You know, and with Danica Daydreams, that was such a consistent thing. And now I think it's still going to be in our lives in some way. That's what it's looking like, but not to the same degree. And then I also liked our schedules being... Danica Daydreams took over our schedules, but also it still gave us the freedom, right? Of we're the ones setting it. You know, like we know the days that we're doing markets. We know the days we're doing this. If we want to take a random Wednesday off, we're not asking anybody's permission. We're just doing it. You know?
Yeah.
Or if we want to work extra 1 week so we could work less the next week, we could. I don't know. It's one reason why I'm trying out Dan Hendley Digital.
Yeah.
If you want me for photo or video services, hit me up. Still writing a business plan. I'm thinking of focusing. What I want to do is I just want a career as a video editor. But I still love photography. I very much enjoy shooting video. But my passion's editing it. Another thing I'm going to miss too is just those moments at markets where we see people that do get it.
Yeah.
You know? Because it wasn't everybody. Some people just kind of like it. But when it clicks, it's the greatest feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish that we had far more sales than we ever did. Right? I wish that right now we weren't talking about the end of the business. I wish that these last 3 years had all been very profitable for us. And that right now we're talking about collection 9 or 10. That's where we would have been. We would have. If this had been a normal year for us, we would be on collection 10 right now, at least. You know? At least collection 8 in the spring, collection 9 in the fall, and then be working on 10. I don't know. But I do know that I'm not going to like wake up in my 40s or 50s and wonder what if. You know? What if I really tried this thing? Back when I was a young boy with my whole life ahead of me. And we're also, I feel strongly that you and I are both coming out of this stronger than we went in. You know? I feel like we've grown as people in a lot of different ways. And, yeah, I wouldn't take these years back. Yeah. I don't know. This is kind of the last chance we have to talk about Daydreams. Maybe ever.
I want to know what's your favorite like green screen videos of like the collections. Which one is your favorite?
Can I give you 3 answers instead of 1?
No, but like, what's your top one?
I like different ones for different reasons. I like first of all, shout out to Collection 5 video, because I feel like that was me really pushing myself to learn something that was very new for me when I was doing the AI generated backgrounds. And it'd be interesting if I tried it again today, you know, now that it's like 2 years later or 1 year later, whatever it may be.
Yeah, it would have been better.
Yeah. But it took me like, I think like a week or two of just trial and error and try to enter the prompt just right, like this. And you have to find something you like. You got to find like the right seed, and you got to enter that.
Yeah,
you do this, they do that.
You would show me like one of the ones you tried, and then I would be like laughing, and it would make me so laughing.
Yeah.
And then like some of the snakes didn't look like snakes at all.
Whatever. I tried my best. No, I think it came out really cool, man.
Like some of the earlier prompts you put in.
I agree. Yeah, no, some of it was weird. And that was another like lie on the ground and just like, I got nothing to do for a while kind of moment. Because while that's running, like it's using up my computer's resources, right? So I can't really do anything else because everything else I need to do would be too intensive.
You'd always complain about your computer being so slow.
Yeah, it would just run. I just go, all right. So I love the Collection 5 video for that aspect. I love the Octobear video for a few different reasons. So I love the Octobear video because, first of all, just the fact alone that we did put it out, that is an accomplishment to me. Right, to us. I see it as an accomplishment. I see it as our accomplishment. That's what I'm trying to say. The fact that we're able to conclude this story, and we went into it knowing that this is most likely the end, right? We talked about the possibility of continuing Danica Daydreams, and that it would look different as a business, but it would, you know, here's how we would do it. But so we weren't positive that we're ending the business, but we had a very good feeling back then. But we still did it. We did that, I think, mostly for our own personal fulfillment. And it was a way of saying thank you for supporting us and for celebrating what Danica Daydreams had become. So it finished the story. It was fulfilling, meant a lot to us. It's also going to be so stupid, but I really think it's funny how at the end of the video, there's like this big, like, you know, the bad guys become good guys. Everybody from all these worlds are all together. Everyone's got it in. And then the fishy fish king wants to eat a pickle. So they all eat the evil pickle man. And he's going, no, I don't want to. I know I laugh at my own jokes. And I've been laughing at that joke for over a year now. But I think that's a very funny way to end things. And then you laugh, what's his name? Oh, mighty fish. Oh, fishy fish king. Ha, 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 ha. And then my last answer My third answer when I was only asked for one is, do you know what it's going to be, Monica? Take a guess.
The bear one?
No, I already gave you that one. No, it's going to be our collection 4 video. Because think about it too, when we do markets, it's either 3 or 4, one of those collections that I show people.
Oh yeah, because you like the pickle song.
I love pickle here, pickle there, pickles everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
because it's just you. You were just singing that like repetitively. Like,
I have like 50
the
takes.
Whole video.
I have like 50 takes of me doing that.
It was insane.
And I remember, because I had all the characters sing it, so I had to manually line it all up so it all matched as well. That was wild. But no, it's not even for that song. It's in that video, we introduce the Mighty Fishy Fish King as an actual character.
He's your favorite.
He's my favorite character. We introduced the evil pickle man. I love everything about the Fishy Fish King, especially his love of pickles. But also, I just think that like Pickleopolis is one of the more creative settings. I think that was one of the videos where I said, Monica, I'm going to lie in bed with my notebook for like 40 minutes. And then I just come back and I'm like, okay, so here's the thing. There's going to be Pickleopolis. There's going to be this guy. There's going to be this guy. And you'll never believe what happens next. And I miss those moments too. Just with me, that's where I'm creative. I find if I try to force creativity, it doesn't come. So I find if I just sit down, I'm like, I'm going to write something. No. But if I'm like lying down and have a notebook next to me, that's where stuff comes out more. But yeah, I think Pickleopolis is like the best setting. I think the Fishy Fish King is my favorite character. And I think that the evil pickle man is just a fun dude. He did a great job drawing him. And yeah, I don't know. How about you? What's your favorite? And you can only give me one answer.
Well, now I have to have a top 3 because you did 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So first up, the top of the top, cream of the cream.
The top notch.
Yeah. Pickleopolis.
Yeah.
I always told everyone that at every market, if I had to choose after that, maybe the one where I'm catching the shirts, which
that's the end of our collection 1 video. Shirts.
It's just, I know we were very frustrated, but then the video was just funny at the end.
Yeah, no, we had a good time with it. We really did.
And then the snake party one, because
of course,
because like I'm like, oh no party. What do I say? No party for me or something.
Something like that. Yeah. Snake party time. Snakes.
Like,
and it says, who's the blah 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 blah. You go, oh, no party. Is it no snake party or no party out? Something
no
like
snake
that.
Party for me.
Yeah. I think that's it.
And then like I sound so bummed out. It's just like it just sounds great.
I remember with that one trying to figure out how's the cage going to open up for you?
Yeah.
Having to figure that one out.
That was really cheesy.
Alrighty. I don't know. Any last thoughts? It's about to be time for something, but if you have any last words, anything you want to say?
Do you want to do any favorite commercial or anything like that?
That we've done? Well, we've only had the collection videos and the sticker one. I mean, except for, unless you count those like Instagram reels we tried to do when it was like based off like a trending sound. Like what's the one where you're like threatening to beat me up with a tube or something? There's that one. Or the one where you're looking at your own reflection in the water, or you're looking in the water and isn't it?
Oh my God, I fell in the water.
The Fishy Fish
one.
King. I don't think he fell all the way, but he got very dirty.
I got very wet and dirty.
I think he ever fell in, but yeah, you just changed your clothes when you got back in the house.
Yeah.
That one was fun.
I was full of mud. My jeans were like fully all mud.
Yeah. With a video like that, it's just, unfortunately, it took a lot of time and effort, and we just didn't get the response back that we needed.
Yeah.
I would have loved to keep those up though. What else did we do there? It's been so long since we've done those, but yeah, you skipping down with Fishy Fish King.
Yeah.
What's the one where you're running around and you're like,
oh, I'm like putting like the stickers out. That was challenging. Like I was holding it all and then I was trying to like bring it forward.
Yeah.
It was very challenging. I had to do like multitasking and I can't do multitasking. I can't do multitasking to save my life. If someone like put a gun against my head and was like, multitask, I would be like, oh no, I'm done. I'm dead.
Well, people can't. There are some people who think that they can, and there's also that old.
What about like mothers and like?
They say that women can, but they're wrong. No, that's what I've heard. I've heard that like the whole thing about only women can multitask and their brains can do it, but men's can't. Nobody's brain can multitask. Nobody's can. And yeah. You know, you just do what you do. This is the most relaxed podcast. I've just been leaning back. I got to sit forward, especially because the camera cuts me off like here. So I was telling myself I'd be closer.
There's like a half face.
Yeah, there's just like half a Dan.
The whole video is half Dan.
Half Dan.
Half Dan.
All right. We'll say a little goodbye at the end, but aside from that, any last things you want to get out?
Thanks everyone.
Yeah, we're saying that at the end. Okay. Well, do you know what time is it, Monica?
What time is it?
It's drawing time! So for those of you who don't know, drawing time is time where we draw. If you got an idea of what we should draw next, draw it yourself. Because we're not going to do it for you.
Stop being mean,
no
Daniel.
more. Draw your own. It's time for you to draw.
We might do a drawing podcast.
I don't know. I was thinking we'd do a final goodbye one, but what will we say on that podcast that we haven't said on this one?
We just draw.
It's the most boring for me to edit. This is long periods of us going. All right, I'll shake, you'll pull. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I hope I choose one of my ideas because I told you before we started they're the bomb.
I don't know. Well,
they're all the bomb.
You've told me I'm expecting one to literally be a bomb. But let's recap. We've had a great podcast so far. We've built up Shirt Mountain.
Yeah.
A mountain of shirts.
We did all of these.
No, I'm talking about just today.
Oh, okay.
Built up Shirt Mountain. Discussed Sally McPinsworth.
Yeah.
We did other things. So Shirt Mountain, Sally, other things, and now here we are. Now I shake. Shake, shake, shake! 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 All right. Pick an idea, any idea. And also tell us at the end who drew it best, Dan or Monica.
Oh, it's the one I wanted. Kool-Aid Man creates big flood for Noah.
Why? You know one of mine?
What was it? Read it.
One of mine was Shirt Mountain, which is why I kept saying Shirt Mountain a lot. I was thinking, if we get it, I want Monica to know what I'm talking about. I had another one that I liked. I can't remember what it was. Okay, was this so Kool-Aid Man create
a big flood for Noah. Flood.
Kool-Aid spelled wrong. It's spelled actual cool, which I think don't they spell with a K? Anyways, Kool-Aid Man not create, just create big flowed for Noah? No.
Stop laughing at my dyslexia.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm writing it how I hear it in my head.
Half of these words are spelt wrong.
Well, you try having dyslexia and then you talk to me.
It didn't work. You try having autism and then talk to me about trains.
I feel like you already know what I'm gonna write. I feel like you already know what I'm gonna make the Kool-Aid Man say.
I really don't. I mean, maybe there's one thing that he usually does say, but I don't know. I went into mine without many ideas, and I'm almost done it, and I feel like mine's not that good.
Okay.
Alrighty, you done, Monica?
Yes.
You want to see mine first, or you want to see? Should we show yours first?
Yours.
Okay. So, okay. First of all, I'm very bad at drawing. Don't judge that. But okay, here's mine. So we got, first of all, here's the Kool-Aid Man. I was going to make this where the Kool-Aid comes out of them. Like, wait, no, we should have a top. And then I drew the top. I'm like, that doesn't look right either. But everything's coming out of this end. Don't worry about it. So remember, like, the flood was like God wanted to kill most people and start over, right? He wanted to hit that reset button. So here's Noah. I imagine you have a beard. He said, drown them all for God, Kool-Aid man. It's okay. I've got this big boat. And then I got like, there's like an elephant, and there's a giraffe, and there's a Chewbacca, and there's Noah, and they're all chilling in the boat. The Kool-Aid man's like, oh yeah. And then you can see everybody that's like drowning underneath. So this is just a guy. This is a cat. And then Monica, can you tell who that is?
Pikachu.
And then I drew a Pikachu too. So here's mine. Mine's probably...
Is it because of what I said last night about Pikachu?
No, what'd you say about Pikachu last night?
I said, is his name Pikachu because the Ketchum guy, he chose and picked Pikachu, so he picked and chose Pikachu. That's why it's Pikachu.
All right, let's go into yours. Boo! All right, let's see what you got, Monica.
Okay, so the Kool-Aid man is here, and he's dumping all the Kool-Aid, and he's saying, hope you're ready for your libations. And then there's the alien. Noah,
Oh, I thought it was a pickle man.
Noah got the boat too late, and the only person who made it on is the alien.
Who's this then?
That's Noah. He's on the boat too, but
okay.
he got the boat ready just on time to save the aliens.
Why is there a house
only.
on top of the boat?
Oh, the boat had a like a separate compartment at the top.
I don't think so.
Everybody learns that. It's in the Bible. It's in the image of the Bible. Okay.
It's in the image of
you
the Bible?
read the Bible.
So if I take a picture of the Bible, I'll see it.
Okay, and then the alien here is like, I come in peace, please stop, Kool-Aid man. And then Noah saying, why? Why? And I made him look like a kind of know-me guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. That's awesome. So, you've seen them. Now comment below. Let us know who drew it best. And what should you draw next? It's your turn now. All right. Do you like Dan's with... Both of these, the Kool-Aid man is murdering. There's no way around it. Do you like Kool-Aid man murder number 1? Or do you like Kool-Aid man murder number 2 by Monica? Comment below to let us know which do you like the most. Do you like Dan's? Do you like Monica's? Do you like Dan's? Or do you like Monica's?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You like mine.
So this might be the last Danica Daycast. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. The important thing, though, is genuinely from our bottom of my heart, thank you so much to each and every person who supported us. And that doesn't just mean the people who've purchased from us. It also means the people who've interacted with us online, who've shared, who've told friends and family about us. Thank you.
Thank you.
This business didn't see the success that we'd hoped for, but we could never have gone nearly this far without the support from you guys. It really does mean the world to us. I'm proud of everything that you and I have accomplished. And I'm so grateful. So that's my piece, and I'll let Monica say hers.
I will always have great memories, and I've always loved doing markets, hearing other people saying how proud they were of my work. Thank you all for being there, supporting us, and throughout our journey.
Yeah.
And we couldn't have made it without you. And I'm gonna miss it all.
Yeah.
And I hope you miss some of it too.
You better miss us.
Yeah.
You don't have to miss too much, though. You'll see Monica pop up around online
Yeah.
with come up with the name so we can tell people it. But whenever we have it, we'll share that on the Danica Daydreams socials. So follow us. We'll still post stuff here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to cry
Okay.
right now.
We can wrap it up
But
here.
thank you all.
Yeah. It means the world to us, genuinely. So thank you so much. And this has been the Danica Daycast. We hope you've enjoyed. Maybe you'll see us again on this podcast. Maybe this is the last episode. Life's kind of uncertain at times, and it's just one of those uncertainties. All right, so goodbye. Thank you.
Goodbye.
You have until the end of the year to buy our stuff, but please buy it all now so that I can put, I don't know, marshmallows in my closet. What do I put? I don't need gelatin. That'd have to be, that's the more expensive one. Anyways, goodbye. Thank you. We love you all.
Goodbye.